Hi, Cindy Edelstein from Jewelers Resource Bureau, inviting you to spend Sunday, March 14th with me and a roster of amazing jewelry industry friends. We've created the JRB Designer CEO Summit, which is a full-day business conference for you. It's not about the product, it's not about the designs. Those are a given that you make something beautiful. How can you make your business the smartest, the most marketable, the best brand, the best salesmanship, the best financial management? How can you do that to succeed in 2010 the way you haven't yet? Whatever you've accomplished thus far, our day will take it up a notch, or two, or three. This time we're going to challenge you to spend a day and think like the CEO of your company. We've assembled a day like no other. I've invited the best of my Rolodex, if we even still call it a Rolodex, right? The best of my iPhone address book, whom if you were to get an appointment with to have a consultation, you would be spending thousands of dollars. A ticket to the Designer CEO Summit is only $319 for the full day with lunch. Our day starts off with Andrea Hill, who is the ex-CEO of Rio Grande and several other companies, who's an expert at taking companies from whatever size they are and growing them exponentially. How? With her strategy, her marketing savvy, her business sense, and the way she can take a 10,000-foot overview and see a business and where it can go in 5 years and 10 years. She's going to teach you to think like that as well. She's going to teach you growth strategies that can take your business to the next level. Every time she speaks, I just sit there in rapture. Can't believe the way she can think and think about my business, my client's business. There's no one else like Andrea. Second up in our morning sessions is Mi-Ling Wang. Now, most of you will not know Mi-Ling's name because she's not a very public person. What she does is work behind the scenes and help designers grow their businesses. She started her career at David Yurman, moved over to John Hardy, and now for the last 6 years has been on her own as a secret weapon for a lot of key designers. She'll mention some names, other names she won't, but what she will teach you is what goes on behind the scenes as a brand, and how do you take great ideas, great designs, and turn them into great brands. At lunch, we're not going to leave you alone and just let you eat. We're going to entertain you as well and educate you. We have a lunch panel with 75 tips from experts in 75 minutes. It's going to be a rapid-fire, fun lunch. We've got media, PR, merchandising, small business management, and retail sales. Experts from those different divisions will be on hand to give you tips. Now, they only get a minute for each tip. 75 tips in 75 minutes. I've got the horn, and let's see how many times I have to ring it, because it's a rapid fire, let loose, quick tips. You'll have actionable items you can follow for the rest of your week, and the rest of your month, the rest of your business. These people know what they're doing in their businesses, and they're going to share it with you. Then I'm going to interview Lisa Jenks. Haven't you wondered how her career has gone from the 80s stardom to licensing deals to now? You know her name from the famous collection she created in the late 80s, and she became one of the first famous jewelry designers. She was in Barney's. She was in every cool store you'd ever want to be in. And over her career, she licensed her designs to handbags, to flatware and tableware. 3 years ago, she stopped doing jewelry and concentrated just on a homeware collection. Well, she's back, and she's come out of retirement, and we're going to find out why and how and what she learned in her journey getting to the top of the designer market and leaving on her own terms. And I'm fascinated to hear how she came back. Her collections debut this spring, back in several of her key, most famous, most coveted stores. And she's doing her business differently. So wouldn't you like to hear what it was like to be on top, what it was like to license products and designs, work with big companies like Estee Lauder? I can't wait to hear everything she has to say. And our day ends with Kate Peterson, who is the expert for retail jewelers. She spends her whole career behind the counter. She's going to tell you how your customers think, and more importantly, how they buy. How would you like to hear from her how you can get into the mind of your customer? What they really think about their inventory. How do they buy a new designer? When do they stop buying a new designer? When do they drop a line? When do they decide to pick up a line? What excites them about selling a designer piece of jewelry and working and partnering with a designer company? That's what Kate is going to talk about in our afternoon session. So that's the sum of what Designer CEO Summit will offer you. There's nothing else like it. No other conference in the world puts this kind of content together specifically for jewelry designers. Specifically, everything that's said in our day, which is Sunday, March 14th, will be for jewelry designers to help you grow and prosper. That's my company's mission statement, and that's our promise to you. This is a day like no other, and I want to see you Sunday, March 14th at the Designer CEO Summit. We're going to rock your world.